This pay-per-view was awesome. Good job, TNA. I originally did not want to watch this pay-per-view because I thought Hardcore Justice without the ECW wrestlers is really lame and not really hardcore. But when I saw the stat card for this show 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, I had to watch it. Madison Rayne defeated Brooke Tezmacher for the Knockouts Championship in a surprisingly good match. But I'm not a fan of Tezmacher losing the title to Rain, but this was surprisingly good because considering Rain, who is it was entertaining, but is not really a good wrestler. Zema Ion defeated Kenny King to retain his X Division Championship in another surprisingly awesome match. Glad Ion retained the belt. I hate King. I hope Sorensen returns soon so Ion can feud with him instead, which they've been building for. Devon defeated Kazarian in an impromptu TV title match to retain his TV title. This match was added at the last minute, but it was awesome. I'm glad Devon and Kazarian found their way onto this pay-per-view. Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez defeated Gunner and Kid Cash in another awesome match that actually started the show. Chavo wins the match with a frog splash. I'm glad Chavo's in TNA and was booked on this pay-per-view. I'm also happy Gunner, Cash, and Hernandez also found their way on this pay-per-view and are being utilized. Rob Van Dam defeated Ken Anderson and Magnus in a Falls Count Anywhere match for 20 points. This was an awesome match. Van Dam pinned Magnus with a Van Terminator on the outside. Really wanted Magnus or Anderson to win. Magnus really needed this. This was a good to win this match, but it was cool. RVD's awesome. It sucks the Pope got taken out earlier in the night by Aces and Eights. I hope this leads to something for the Pope. All right, now it's time for what, in my opinion, was the three biggest matches of the night. The first match was Bully Ray versus Jeff Hardy versus James Storm versus Robbie E in a tables match for 20 points. This was an awesome match. Throughout the match, Bully Ray was worried about Aces and Eights and was looking around him throughout the match. Robbie E was a good heel, getting beat up for most of the match and double teamed by the faces. And James Storm's allegiance with Aces and Eights was uncertain. The match ends when Aces and Eights grabs Bully Ray and pulls him to the outside, then gives a thumbs up to Storm, which confuses Hardy and the announcers. Hardy attacks Storm from behind, and Storm super kicks him and prepares to throw him through the table, but Ray hits the ring, nails Storm, and power bombs Hardy through the table to win and to get 20 points. This was awesome. I'm happy and surprised Bully Ray won. I really had this with Storm winning. The next match of the night was AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe versus Christopher Daniels in a ladder match for 20 points. This was another awesome match. Styles attacked Daniels at the beginning of the match, and everyone quadruple teamed Daniels. Joe and Angle controlled most of the match, and it appeared that one of them was going to win, especially Joe. But out of nowhere, while Angle and Joe are on the ladder, AJ Styles flies out of nowhere and grabs the clipboard to win the match and the 20 points. I'm glad AJ Styles won. He's the last person I thought would have won this match due to the whole Claire Lynch storyline. I had Joe as my prediction. Joe looked very disappointed after the match, and I wonder what this will lead to. The main event was between Austin Aries versus Robert Roode for the TNA Heavyweight Championship. Loser can never receive a shot at the winner or champion while the winner or the other wrestler is champion. This was another awesome match to close the show. Aries quickly overwhelmed Roode in the beginning, and Roode, like a true heel, kept going to the outside, even once risking a count out. Roode kept control most of the middle part of the match. Then the match started to go back and forth with several near falls until both men's shoulders are counted down, leaving no winner. The referees then restart the match, and Aries retains the title with a roll up. Retains the title, wins the match with a roll up to retain the TNA Heavyweight Championship. I didn't know who was going to win this match. And that was one of the things that made this match so awesome from start to finish. All in all, this was an awesome show from TNA. TNA has been on a roll lately with all these awesome pay-per-views. I'm still mad I didn't order TNA Slammiversary 2012, which I didn't think was going to be good, but turned out to be awesome and probably one of the best shows they did this year. And man, I can't wait for Bound for Glory and to see what's next for TNA. All right, I'm done. Good job, TNA.